Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, it's been a bit of a journey doing these sessions. I absolutely love doing live streaming, and it seems that every time I want to go at this 5:30 time, it's Adelaide time, by the way, 5:30, and I'm Ros Boundy for Boomer Press, and I'm thoroughly enjoying doing these live streams. But it is a bit of a challenge when it's at this particular time of the day, isn't it? So, because we are thinking of the meal prep and creating for dinner and all those sorts of things, which, that's all okay. We all do need to eat, and we all do need to be a little bit pre prepared. So, I have got the next three questions ready that we've been doing for the Boomer Press book nook, and I've got them ready to share in the background. I do want to mention that what I have put in the relevant links to the Boomer Press YouTube and also to the 5 Foot Rope TV in the comments is the boomerpress.online website link, so that you yourself can actually have a look to see where the relevant spots are in Boomer Press at your leisure. Now, I have taken people through the website. The one that I am wanting to re-look at just for tonight, I'm going to share the screen. I've just got to get the right view up first before I share the screen. And it is this one, so that you yourself are seeing what is the Boomer Press website. I've just got to scrunch it down a little bit. And here we go. Hi everyone. I'm just going to shrink myself down a little bit into the corner so that you can see the relevant tabs there. It is the courses, yes, because I have launched the courses. The course, the one in particular being the entry level course, and of course it's going to take time in loading. Let's have a look. There we go. So it's this one that I have got active, the entry level course here. So you can sign up now. When you click on this one, I'm just wanting to explain it so it makes it as easy as possible. You click on that and it will take you to the sign up area that you can pay for the course and become a Boomer Press member for the community. And it takes time to load, of course. And it's the Unlock Your Writing Potential is the first course that I've done, created, etc. for here. So it then goes into what you can see of the payment area, etc. So you just fill all of that out. And that's what is the first step. That should then, and this is where I'm not sure of how I've got the linking happening yet. It's my first discovery of all this community area. So you should then get taken to a space where you are a member of the community. And you can join without signing up for the course. You can go straight to this community membership area and join up free. And this one will take you past here and inside, and you just join the membership. And I showed this one on Monday in a bit more detail. I just want to set a reminder for you that this is available to join in on that membership. It'll take you over to this particular space and place that you can sign up as a free member and then join a group. Don't worry about the invoices side. It is free to just join in the community part. As you can see, there's take a course option, etc. I'm still discovering the way that these work. So this will be where you would be joining in. Because I'm already in it as the administrator, etc., you probably aren't going to see the full-on community group there, so we'll just go back, but know that that's how you would expect it to be happening in the community members area, so that you can join in the conversations and chat and get some help that is absolutely free. Other than that, you can hit this Contact Us page, and it goes to what is the regular way that most of us would be familiar with, is where to from here. You can book a free clarity session here, or just send a message with your full name, your email and a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. and we can set up a video meeting or whatever is necessary from there. With the click to book your free clarity session, this is where it's going to take you, is to a little calendar that you can pick the day and time to be able to have a 30-minute call session with me. I do like to set that up as a video call as well, and that's where you do it from, is the contact us form. Okay, so that is how you actually go through for the best opportunity to see what you're really wanting of the Boomer Press website, the services that I offer, to be able to see where you're at, what you're up to, what can I do to help you define what you actually need help with as well, because guess what, you might know a lot more than you think you do. So it's surprising as we move along in life how much we actually know already of the process of what to do with writing. Every single one of us, I'm sure, has already read a book, and guess what? I haven't got a book close handy, but we know that most books are in the format of a title page to start with that gives you the information about what the book is about what is next. Oops, ow, sorry, I've just decided to get out my this one, The Pieces With You. So it has the title, Pieces With You. Then you'd have a subtitle, A Path to Finding Your Peace Within You. On the back, you would design some sort of a description and a blurb. It's called the blurb, that is on the back with further details of where to buy it, etc. And then you know that by, as usual, you've got a title page that's inside, and I have chosen the pen name of Abigail Betts. I have shared why I chose that pen name before. It's because my legal name is still Rosalind Betts. I have still got that as a legal name, but I chose to go back to my maiden name as common usage, Rosalind Boundy. So that's why, and my middle name is Gail, so it's Abby Gail Betts. So it was nearly almost all my name, but not quite. I just wanted it that way. And then you've got the copyright section of the book. Well, which one is it? Copyright section is there on the facing page of what is usually the contents. That's part of the structure of a book. Nearly all of us will have known and read in this way. There is an introduction, and then you go moving on to here we have the chapters. It is actually as basic as that in being able to create a book. Structuring it in your mind, you know more than you think you do. Even when you are wondering, oh, what's next with writing my book? Start jotting down the ideas and moving forward with those later to combine them into what is our first draft of a book. And part of that we're using is, that I am using for these sessions, and I'm just going to pop over to the cards that I've got laid out already, because this is what I have done for this particular series of the book Nook, is using, and I'm showing them now, I'm hoping the screen share comes up. Oh, no, I don't want screen share. I want, sorry, I chose the wrong option, and I have to do it this away, share this. I do so much of these, and it just becomes almost too automatic in the way I do my card spread readings in the morning. So what we have been doing is using this particular card system. It is an interview kit called The Life Story. So it is, in the end, will all become stories, and how this developed to being a kit of questions that we can use, starting at early life, midlife, and later life and reflection as the main options that are used in this. This pile here is what we've already been through, and these three are what has come off the top of what's left to go through. And hi to Kenneth from Ontario, Canada. Lovely to have you watching in the live. Thank you so much in your precious evening. I really appreciate that, and you have shared. Thank you so much. So the way that I've been doing this is showing you, as part of what I'm doing, I'm screen sharing this right now so that what you're seeing is the Scrivener. As you can see up here, it's the Scrivener program here that I'm using, and I've got all of these episodes that we've moved through using these questions, and today we're up to episode 35 on the 30th of January. It's that simple. This is that simple. And you could have these as episodes as just Google Docs or in a word processor such as Word itself, the docx, etc. So what I'm going to do, as we've been doing before, is write down this question that is from our 3 to start with, early life. What we've got in here is, and I'm just going to pop this back to the screen share, just a little bit of switching here and there. And rather than switching back, I'll just enter all of these 3 questions. So, and I don't know their rhyme or reason how or why they've named and numbered or put these types of questions. What did your grandparents do for a living? And this is in the early life one. Now, one of the things that I was chatting with my twin sister's here right now. She's come to visit for up until the weekend, and we were just chatting, and I was showing her this before, and I was about to ask her, would you like to be on live stream, and can I interview you so that I'm actually asking you these questions? And she said very nicely and politely, no, thank you. So otherwise, it could have been the 2 of us, but she's kindly said no, thank you. She is tired after a long drive because her home is about 3-4 hours away. So I understand that, and that we'll let it go for now. So from here, I'm going to also, what brought that on was because I showed her this system that I'm using with these cards to do these types of interviews, with the prospect of, for anyone who is wanting to get their parents or grandparents to share their stories and help them to write their memoirs, this kit is actually perfectly positioned to be able to do that. You don't have to do the whole kit with them, but you can certainly shuffle some of these cards around to ask the questions and get some conversation happening. Even using, a mobile phone, you have the camera going and do a video interview style with them so that you can add more and more each time you visit with your parents or grandparents and bring it together to be their story or their memoir. It'd be a wonderful gift for them to be able to leave their legacy of things that you may not know and how much you can learn about what they used to do in their lifetime, in their early years, their mid-range years. You might know a little bit more of their later life, but how do you know unless you ask the questions of what they really did go through as young people, as teenagers, as young adults in the era in which they lived? Because I know for grandparents, that's 2 generations ago. In the realm of what we've gone through from the early 1900s, which my grandparents were born in the 1905, 1908, 1920, that sort of era, the life changes from then to now, even in just how they lived. The technologies that have been invented and used as common now were absolutely not even thought about back then. We've had from no TV, no cars even, to what we have now. And it's an amazing adventure to explore that with them. So certainly bring some thought to using something like this. Or, like I've already mentioned, get in touch with me and I can help guide you with that. or help you to do that as well by doing interviews with you if it's needed to be, and I'm close enough, live close enough, etc. There's all possibilities in how this can be done with video, with just audio. The phones themselves have audio as well. You can do just a voice recording, not having to do video if they're not comfortable with it or you're not. So many different ways. Anyway, back to my sister and how we were chatting about what did your grandparents do for a living. And I was showing her these particular 3 questions because they were next on the top of the pile for each of these categories, the early life, midlife and later life. And I sort of thought, cool, what a stupid question. What do your grandparents do for a living? This is supposed to be reflecting what I've remembered from my early life. Why would I know what my grandparents did for a living? And I sort of thought it's actually almost a stupid question. But it's not, because I do remember that they, in days since, of course, in more adult discussions, but as a child, they were retired. They didn't have a living. We were able to visit whenever we wanted to, most of the time, and all of that type of thing. They did used to be farmers. I knew that. We used to, in the very early years, just before they retired, I remember going to the farm at times. We lived on a farm. It was as if, there was no difference between our farm and their farm. You just went to visit Grandma and Grandpa. But they did used to do a lot of other things. Grandpa did, because it was the era when the wife was the support of the family and home, and the husband, the father, earned the income. He did that was the work. He'd go out and he was actually an agent for doing the wheat and all of that sort of stuff when the ships came in at Port Mindacowie, where it was bagged wheat, when there was a labour-intensive aspect of carting all of those bags of bagged up wheat on horse and cart to the port, manhandled, manual labour, carting with the men, hefting those bags on their shoulders, stacking them on the cart to go to the ship, then from that cart into the hull of the ship, and so forth. It was just such a wow, labour-intensive industry. It's like anything back in that era. And this was the early 1910s, 15s. So long ago, like it is over the 100 years ago. And you sort of think, wow. And that is what they did for a living, was part of that at the same time as doing his farm work and building the farm and cropping and all of that. Amazing, the work that used to be done in those times, so much of it as manual labour. There wasn't a great deal of mechanism. It was starting to come up. Anyway, now we've got the how did you meet? And I asked Tari for this one, how did you meet? Now, that's a stupid thing. Who are we supposed to have? How did you meet? Some of these questions aren't quite placed to be doing it the way that I am, but it could be paired with another one of these questions that pops up, as in your partner or your husband, wife, or, in whatever way it is. So, pick and choose. What is it? Who did you meet? How did you meet them? If it's talking about significant partners and that type of thing. Or the person that you actually went into a joint venture as far as business goes, in respect of, if it was someone that you had an important deal with or a job with, that type of thing. Very interesting, some of these questions and how they come up, isn't it? And then we go to the later life. Am I sharing the screen? Let me go to the share screen so you can see where I'm up to with putting the question in. And it is, what activities and hobbies do you currently enjoy? And this is the place where, for me, I would absolutely have to say, journeying through writing and taking what I'm learning to that next step of creating memoir. So this is the one that we're at now, and activities and hobbies, it really is focused on building Boomer Press to be able to help you move through similar steps. What you do and how you do it for your memoir or your writing a fiction storybook or you wanting to write poetry even, or look, just anything, non-fiction as well, a self-help book for someone. I've even started an outline for one about hypnotherapy. So it's whatever you choose, whatever you feel a calling or a pull, what is a passion even that you're wanting to share with someone. So, the hobbies, it might be work related for me, but it's not work related because I'm really enjoying building this up and creating something new that I've never done before, which is the Boomer Press members community area for being able to help others look at how you want to write, take those steps, offer the first course that I've written, and start that process of moving through all aspects of it and learning together as we go and grow and keep moving forward in writing. Who knows, you might become a really great author and producing lots of books. Or you might just want to write one that is your memoir, that's going to be the story for your family. So many different reasons and ways that we can use what we know to be able to help others, to be able to show others what our story is. Because every one of us does have a story within us. And one of the funny things that I'm finding as well as I'm moving through, social media with a lot of what we do as business, we need to tell people what we do, how we are able to solve solve problems, to be able to give good tools, share ideas, create community, and all of those different aspects. We're still needing to let people know. And the best way, well, for most now, it is and has become through the technology that we're using, such as this and the groups that we're in, it is social media. I'm wanting to shift mine off of social media a bit more because we've heard of some horror stories of people's, when basing a complete business around Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or Twitter or whatever way it is, in social media platforms, that they can be closed down and you have no control over that. I'm wanting to be able to have something that is more stable and has that continuity through knowing that as long as I'm paying my subscription for where I'm hosting it, I know that I can keep offering a platform, a space for people to share what is going to be really good. Well, I'm expecting it to be really good information and community, so that we know it. You've got that stability. We've got things that we know are going to be there and uncensored as much as possible. Certainly going to be monitored because I won't be just letting in any person. It is gateway. It is that the word for it? I suppose it is gateway. It has to go through me and allowing people to be in my community. So there is that safety and security and sense of being able to share in private with each other, and it not being in the full aspect of, even though Facebook groups do still contain in that way, but it's always that possibility maybe it can be closed down at the whim of their bots or whatever. Who knows? I don't want to ever experience that. I've seen too many stories of it happening. So yes, I'm using Solve Software as that space to be able to do it. If you want to have a look at what Solve Software itself has to offer, I do have an affiliate link, but you don't have to use that. Just go and have a look at the Solve Software site. Now, I think this is my current one. I'm going to just share that in there. Know that I do get a percentage when you sign up, when you do subscribe to that particular space, but don't do it until you ask me. I can take you for a run through it and show you the stuff that it offers first before you need to commit to anything from there. But it's where I am placing all of my business work and aspects that I want to put forward and share with people. That's where I've been using their platform, the whole realm of it's different connections, but it's all in one suite. so that I don't have to remember where it is that I'm doing the video meetings, where it is that I'm doing webinars, where it is that I'm connecting with my customers or my clients, if it's therapy clients, or being able to communicate so much more easily through the email system and newsletters if I chose to do them. I haven't started newsletters yet. I have sign-ups, yes, but I haven't sent many out. There's still areas to learn the whole connection of what is Soul Software, and I'm doing that all the time, learning new little aspects as they grow too, and are able to offer new little snippets of fun stuff. I like pressing the buttons. Those who know me from my psychic medium sessions know I like pressing buttons, and it certainly is giving the opportunity to explore more of what is possible, and especially with the writing. And I've joined up with or signed up with Susie Manley's, which is 5 Foot Rope, sponsored, I think she called, I can't remember what it is, the ChatGPT course that she's doing. Now I can't remember what the dates are for that one. March, May? No, it's not that far away. It's not that far away. Have a look at the 5 Foot Rope site, and I'm sure you'll find it there somewhere. But, it's all that I'm wanting to encompass as Boomer Press, to be able to help and share with you that joy and the adventure of writing. And more specifically, from that first base of our own story, and then, learning more as I go along as far as fiction, as far as the non-fiction. It's the whole realm of putting those words one after another into sentences that I probably write myself in those first draft modes as I would be speaking to you. So it probably makes sense to pick up the phone and do the voice, record voice. And there is even now those programs that you can directly, and Google Docs will do it, where you click on the microphone and you speak and it's typing the words out as you speak. So you don't even have to upload to a decoder and put it in so that it's typing and etc., which is what used to have to be done. I've done that before. It's so much easier now. Open a Google Doc and talk to it. Speak your story, and you can always edit it later and have a look and do all the fine-tuning and rearranging and all sorts. That's why I like Scrivener. Anyway, that's part of the process, and I know I can certainly help you out with that. So keep in mind, Boomer Press, for when you would like to go and start working on your book, in whatever form, in whatever stage that you're at. And I'm just going to pop in the direct link to book that free consult with me. If you don't want to be bothered looking at the website, there is the way to book it with me on the one that I showed you earlier in the stream. I'm trying to think. Yeah, from the website. It is there in the website as well, in that contact page. So, look, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to be able to help you. And in the meantime, I'm going to keep writing and doing my own thing as well, because I'm continuing to learn and grow as we journey in this life. I want to share it with others as well. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you wherever and whenever the next time is. And we'll catch up. What am I thinking of? What's today's Thursday? Sunday night I will be doing a live stream too. The next one will be on the Boomer Press YouTube and the Ros Boundy page, I think, directly. So we'll see what progresses from there. Thank you very much. And thank you so much, Susie, with 5 Foot Rope TV. I'm giving it a break for a very short time, and we'll see what progresses from there. It'll be continuing on the Boomer Press websites and etc. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of those who are participating in 5 Foot Rope TV. Bye for now.